გამარჯობა.
ვინ ახარს?
მე ირაკლი ვარ.
იცი სად მოხვედი?
ქართულ ნაციონალურ ანსამბლში.
So the genesis of the idea actually happened in 2013 when I was in Sweden making another film, and I saw news clips and news videos of a pride parade in Georgia, Tbilisi, which was the first pride parade that they tried to have in Tbilisi, the first and the last, unfortunately. And there were 50 brave people who was going to hold this pride parade, and a counter demonstration was organized by the Georgian Orthodox Church and some other conservative groups, and there were thousands. And then I decided to go to Georgia, and that was in 2016, to start doing research on this topic, which led me to this movie.
მოდი. ეგ რა არის?
საყურე.
იცი სად მოხვედი?
ქართულ ნაციონალურ ანსამბლში.
მე რა მოიხსენე ეგ საყურე.
And I decided to set this film in the dance for two reasons. One was that I actually interviewed several Georgian dancers when I was doing research. And two, because, you know, traditional Georgian dance really was like the best environment for me to showcase this sort of traditional society without making it too on the nose or even too abstract. And also it was perfect because dance is such a visual medium. I mean, you could say so much without dialogue. You could really show this problem without words.
უფრო მონუმენტური უნდა იყო, გაიგე? დაჭყეტილი გაქვს თვალები. თქვენი მზერა უნდა იყოს აი აქ. გასაგებია? და სიწმინე უნდა გამოდიოდეს თქვენი თვალებიდან. ქალწულებრივი სისპეტაკე. რა იყო, რამე სასაცილო თქვი? ქართულ ცეკვაში სექსუალურობის ადგილი არა.
I mean, it is based on the norms of sort of the idea of traditional gender roles in Georgia. The dance is based on that, and it has also, you know, in the film he says 50 years ago it was different, Georgian dance. It was softer maybe, but we made it harder and tougher, and that is actually also true.
ქართული ცეკვა ვაჟკაცობაზეა დაფუძნებული. სისუსტის ადგილი არა.
Intense shoot for many reasons, and I just had the beginning of the movie planned, the middle of the movie, and the end of the movie. So I knew, you know, how the movie was going to end, and everything in between I sort of took what was presented to me, and I had, of course, an idea, a skeleton, but you know, all of the stories in the film, the English cigarettes, and all of these things are things that was happening around me while I was shooting. And when it comes to the final dance, you know, we had a choreographer work with Levan for a long time with that dance, and I really wanted him to sort of express how he's taking his tradition and, you know, taking it to another place and making it his own, which I think culture is all about, to develop and to sort of, you know, culture changes as people changes. And his soul really came through in that performance. And actually many of the takes, we took, I think, 24 takes that day. We had to put his feet in ice water because it was so painful for him. But actually, I ended up using one of the takes mostly, where he was just so naked in his face and so open and so free. I feel safe in a screening room. Like, it's really my comfort place, because I used to go a lot alone when I was a kid, because I used to want to go to the cinema all the time, and I wouldn't be able to get friends to go with me, so I would like pretend to my mom and say that, oh, I'm going with this friend, but actually I was going alone. So the cinema room really was like sort of an escape place, like a place of escapism. We screened this film for the first time at the Swedish Film Institute. We screened it in Ingmar Bergman's screening room that he had like designed. And he's very smart, Ingmar Bergman. I think he must have thought about it, because the seats are designed so that they go out here, so you're really like in your own bubble when you're watching the screen. And it's very maybe Bergman, because he doesn't want people to affect each other while watching his films. So I think that was like his way of controlling his screenings, you know, because I imagine he would get irritated if people were looking at each other like, what do you think, what do you think? And I sort of loved that too. It was really like being in your own space.